and just knowing that when I look at the sky or look across the horizon, or I look at something online that looks like a crazy fabricated movie, and just seeing through it and trying to see it for what it truly is. And I don't want to, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be recycling my way back onto this realm because of sheer ignorance, put it that way. So Cifehtr and I, welcome Cifehtr.
Thank you. Overview, but I would like to see where you are intuitively connecting to the group that you have been with for many, many years in your journey of discovery, whether it is physically or energetically, through watching videos, learning different things, etc. Where do you believe people are at now, as in the WTF moment to the you've got to be kidding me moment to
I can't speak for everybody, but what I'm seeing is a lot of people are sick and tired of listening to a whole lot of stuff that seems like the same dates and times and people, and this is going to happen, that's going to happen. That to me is just an incredible psyop. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on.
Right.
There is no side of the fence, I don't think, when it comes to that. So I think a lot of people are over that, and they've gone and done what I've gone and done, maybe, or are doing, is gone and searched for the greater knowing. It's like, no, this is not right. This is something wrong with this picture. What more is there? And that's how I found Archaics and some other groups, and have started to delve into that.
Right. And but how have you found? You asked me a question today, yes, about the benefactor.
Yeah,
you've heard this word being used with, I believe it is Jason, yes?
Yeah, he uses that term.
And you use the word oversoul, and you also use the word God, and you also use other certain
divine creator.
Yes. All right.
Highest.
And you said to me, what's the difference? Yes.
Yep.
And what did I say? I said, there is actually no difference. Now, I have moved my position basically because I am more comfortable sitting like this. So I can look at you, I can look at the screen, instead of twisting one's head like a corkscrew. But, all right, so if we look at the central core of what many folk have come to comprehend within their own self as a power that is greater than them. Yes, a power that is one that sits above them, benevolent, one who is assisting them, one that wants to help them, but they don't have a name for that power, that creation or creational force, because they don't want to seem religious. They don't want to buy into the religion atmosphere, which is God, Yeshua, Allah, etc., Buddha, all of the different labels that have been attached to this energy, this name, this beingness that is the overarching force of life. Yes. It's also been diminished by many people by saying, oh, it's just a freak accident that created the earth, a freak accident of energy and fusion coming together at the right time with the right temperatures and the right equations of everything coming in to create the Big Bang. Yes. The question is, who created the right atmosphere and the right temperatures and the right everything for the Big Bang to?
We're going to be here all week.
So I like to say, as connection of the Lyrans that I am, of all of that, which is the interactions I've had, the learnings I've had, I like to say that there is a place that we call Source, and we call it the waters of Source, or the golden waters of Source. Now, in this, if you've read the Lyran books or you are reading them, you will see that it is related as a place or an area of energy that is a fluid. It's like a sea of fluidity. Yet within the fluidity, within the sea, there are fractions, or a faction, sorry. You hear a voice over here, you hear a group of voices here. None of them working against each other. They're all working towards a central viable goal. But they all have different perspectives of how to get there, but they all listen to each other. They all come into alignment with each other. They don't always have to agree, but they always agree to the ultimate goal. So they will work together to bring that ultimate goal, whatever it is at the time, together. So you can call it the benefactor, you can call it the waters of source, you can call it God, you can call it whatever, the universe, universal source, the divine creator, all of these things, because it matters not the name, it matters the connection you have with that. You see, because if you realize that that is a, how do I put this? It is the creative force. It is the creative energy. It is that which you connect into when you are co-creating with life, with the very breath of the universal life. And that's another word that people can sort of utilize and connect into as well, is the universal connection, the river of life that flows through every single being, every single living matter on this earth, whether it is vegetable or animal or soil, whatever it doesn't, everything has life, everything has breath, even the rocks and the soil and everything like that, because you cannot see the minute movement that is in each of these illusionary solids. Everything is moving, everything is living, everything is in its place in the greater complexity of the image. Yes, it just portrays to you as being dead, solid, light, living, air, whatever it is, because that is how you've been trained to feel and think about certain elements. But if you are creating something, and I use the word creating because even if you believe for something, even if you are aiming towards, you've set a goal and you are aiming everything, you are setting everything up in your energy that final goal is achieved, you're creating. Now, here's the thing. Many people, you can take 2 or 3 different people and give them a goal, and you'll see them all straining everything within them to achieve this goal. And some will just go, this is my belief, this is how it's going to happen. I connect in with the different various forces of, and it's not the law of attraction we're talking about. We're talking about the co-creational force of life. Yes, tapping into the blueprints, and they do this. And then you get the other person that, I've got to make this work. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make it work. And they do whatever they need to do. And they will even reverse engineering. They see what that is that they want over there, the final goal, and the steps back, they work it up backwards, and they back to where they're seated, and at the very beginning stage of how they're going to achieve it. And they start to, but what they do is they don't allow that creative force that wants to work with them, they don't let it in, because they have to do it. Because have you not been taught through time immemorial, pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Hard work achieves everything. You've got to work. But you see, if you stop and pause and you look at the other person that is still creating, still moving, still building, still speaking, living, doing what they need to do in the day-to-day process of bringing their creation to be. But what they're doing is they're saying, I work with the creator. I'm allowing the creator to work with me. I'm placing this in their hands, and then they just get on and do it. They live as if it's already occurring. Now, I've spoken to Heather and Louise and many of the other people that I have come into connection with them, of the fact that if you are going to create something, don't work at it. Don't force it to happen, because it will crumble and fall. It will fail. But if you project it forward, if you look at what it is that you want, you see the steps that it's going to do to get to you, and then you live as if you are already activating it, having it in your life. Now,
live as if.
Live as if.
Yeah, you've taught us that for over many
years. All right. Then you have
we've actually managed to do that for the most part, which has surprised me how.
It's where you've got.
That's why we're here.
You are where you are. And then you get the third group that just sits. Oh, I've already achieved it. Or we've already won. I don't have to do anything because it will just come to me. I'm attracting it to me because the law of attraction says if I live right, if I speak right, if I do this, it will come to me. I will have it. Now, I might be simplifying it or being a little bit detrimental in my words.
Facetious, actually.
Facetious, very well. Okay. So, but you get the concept. You have the three different types of people. Who's going to achieve their goal? The first ones, no. They will have little bits of like breakthroughs, but they won't achieve the actual end goal. They will get frustrated because they will die, if I may say this, they will die waiting for their goal. And they will have the belief is like, even if I pass from this realm, I will still achieve my goal because in the energy, I already have it. Yeah, well, what good is that in this experience that you are here for, to experience everything to the fullest? You need to ask yourself how you can activate the full experience, not just the partial. The second group, work, strive. They may achieve it through hard work, but are they going to enjoy it? They may feel within their bodies the effects of stress, be it heart, be it breathing, be it pain, inflammation, lack of friends, lack of family, because they've achieved their goal, but they have forsaken everything else that brings to them joy, peace, and goodwill, yes, and good health. Then you have the third group who goes, I know I need to work at this. I need to live, I need to speak, I need to create, but I also need to allow the co-creational force to come in. And so you have three groups of people, and you need to look at it as what group do you belong to? And this is where you find people who believe in God, as in the all supreme being, that they must fall down and go, oh, this is it. They probably are in the first group of, or the third group, depending on which way you want to look at it, of the law of attraction. I must attract everything into me, because they've been taught that everything is there. You just have to believe that it's there. And that is very similar to some of the religious groups that will teach you to, have faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, yes? And you must go into this. Now, again, I'm not trying to knock what you believe, but you must look at the foundations of where it comes from, yes? You need to look at the fact that you can't just sit on, as I like to say, your rusty dusty, and just expect everything to just fall out the sky for you. Your pennies from heaven occasionally occur, but that's the divine looking at you and going, I need to encourage you to keep moving forward. Yes? You get the second group, they need to learn that they need to have both the faith and also the allowance of letting the divine work through them, or the benefactor or the creator, to work through what they have set in motion, and the faith that it can work, even if they don't achieve all the steps. Then you have the third group, and that is the group what I believe most of you who are here listening are stepping into. And that is the fact that I'm not perfect, but I can create by my words, I can create by everything that I focus on, the world that I wish to be in, by bringing in the co-creational force and living as if it is already here.